Hi, this is Susie from Alabaster Flask, and I want to share this journal with you that I just finished creating that is going to a dear friend who loves the same colors I do. This happens to be my very favorite color in the world, and also I just found out my friend Michelle at Boho Crafty Chica, this is her daughter's favorite color as well. So now I'm armed with that information. Maybe I can do something for V that she'd love. So anyways, this is primarily PaperCameo's digitals that I've used in this. She just did a gorgeous kit called Divinity Blue, and she's done a Divinity Pink also that I'm working on currently, but these are, many of the images in here are from that collection, and also there are a few in here that are from other digital artists that I can't always remember the names, but I will put them in the information below. I do know that I used a few pieces from EverlastingJournals as well. This lace, all of these colored laces are laces that I hand dye, and it's a passion. It's just, to me, it's also art, because it's just so much fun to see what happens. This was not hand dyed, but it's a vintage lace that has a pale sea foam green cording on it. It's just a very elegant looking lace. This is a piece of ephemera. It is an old letter, French letter, or something. It's probably a receipt from 1861 or 1864, I believe it is. I'm not sure. Anyways, I loved it with this because it's the same color tone. And this is, can't remember whose digital this is. It might have been Ruby and Pearl, but it's just like a sort of a hard journaling card that you could use if you wanted to. I don't leave a lot of blank spaces in my journals for writing. I prefer to put in ephemera where pieces can be written on, or, you know, pockets where you can write on something and add it in and tuck it in behind something for secretive purposes. But these digitals, again, I'm going to have to put all the information in before, because I tend to use multiple artists when I do something. It's just the way my brain works. This piece of ribbon was also dyed in that collection. This is also PaperCameo from another kit. I don't recall if it was Ave Maria or which one it was, but I will link that below too. I don't remember if this is PaperCameo or not, but more vintage laces. This is one of the envelopes from the kit, and it has inside, I believe this is a digital from somewhere else, and it's got just a little, it's a little trifold. I just printed it small enough and folded it up so that it makes almost like a little booklet. But journaling space, that's what this is all about, right? Then on this page, this is, I definitely know that this is from the Divinity Blue kit. More hand-dyed lace, piece from the kit, just a piece of ephemera behind, another piece. I think many of these are from her kit, but I'm not sure about this one here. This I don't recall either, or this one, but this is actually from a book plate kit. And I printed it on a piece of vintage paper, and I just love the way it looks, because it's semi-sheer, but not like vellum. It's just, it's one of my preferred papers that I like to use. Here's just a little doily from something that I cut out. And here's a little booklet. This is how I like to have my writing spaces, in these little books. And sometimes I'll put it just plain papers, and sometimes there'll be digital papers. So this one actually doesn't have a ton of journaling space, but it's pretty. Made a little pocket out of a couple of the digitals. More vintage lace. This is not real, but I think Michelle did this, and she did such a beautiful job of making it look vintage. This is an antique letter. 24th of July. I think it says 38. So I put it in obviously because of the color. And, oh, I love this piece. This is, I don't know whose kit this is from, but it's William Morris. I love his work. So it's just more little places to journal. And then this came out of ThePapetCameo, I believe. I cut it out of a page and put it on. This one has multiple booklets, so it's that same print again. Little blank papers. This one's just got a couple of little things in it, and then this one has a couple of pages as well. Just makes for little spots to write. I wouldn't recommend writing in a full book on them, but you can write little thoughts. More lace. I didn't decorate the pages very much because all of these images were just so beautiful on their own. I didn't think they needed a whole lot of embellishment. Same with her tags. I mean, look at how gorgeous they are. This is another piece cut out. I actually backed it with a piece of sturdier paper. Here's one of the envelopes, and she does these wonderful little pieces here. And this is another piece that I know came from Michelle. I can tell by the way the paper is treated, but it looks very, very ancient. More lace. This is a soutache trim that's stitched onto a piece of organza, and that's the way the trim came. And I dyed it in several different colors. It always comes out beautiful, no matter what color I dye it. This is from one kit, and this is actually probably an image that I culled from the web, from a piece of jewelry, and printed it out. I don't think that that's really necessarily a copyright infringement problem, because it's just something that's out there. It's not a digital image. And more beautiful images. This is from the kit too, and this, I just thought this would make a fun thing to be able to write on. More images. This is a double layer of lace. Another letter. This one, I just love this one. It's so pretty. It's from, can't tell. I can't tell the date on it, but it looks like 1800s just by the style of it and the writing and everything. I just love these old French letters, and whenever I can get them, I love to find them. I love to use them. This lace is it's a new lace. It's not a vintage. It's a very fine cotton Cluny, and it takes the dye just fabulously well. And there's the other part of that digital that I used as a tuck spot, and has little, I just thought that was so cute, little pieces to write on. Then more great images. Just the colors were so wonderful in this. It's another little booklet. Has a page out of a French book and some writing paper. This is actually a page out of an old book. It's blank. And more dyed lace. Oh, again, I don't recall which images are from whom, but I'm sure that this came from Nicola because of the way that it was, her tuck spots are usually, although I might have done that one on myself. I don't know. Anyways, I apologize, Nicola, if I'm getting it wrong, but this is a piece of vintage writing paper, and I just stuck the digital on it. Just more little pieces of ephemera. Another couple of little booklets. This one's just a little folder. That was actually an image that I printed small and then printed it on cardstock. This one has different pages in it as well, and then this came with the kit. Look at that color. Oh my gosh, isn't that just heavenly? I guess that's why it's called Divinity. Anyways, and this is a vintage French postcard, and a letter from, I can't see the date on this one either, but it's old. So it had to go in here. And the little tuck spot created from a corner of one of the digitals. More lace. Another one of her wonderful pockets that she does. And then this is a digital postcard. This is a real letter. 1890, I believe it is. This is a page out of a French book. Has a wonderful little image in it. And another page out of a French book. I love this kind of paper. And I turned it into a little sort of a pocket with old pieces of paper and receipts that can be written on as well. And then a piece of ledger paper just added in for writing space. And I think that's almost it. One more pocket, a few more little pieces of ephemera, and that's the end of it. Oh, and then I do have these really pretty little buttons. They're all mother of pearl buttons, some of which I have in the shop, and some that I just like. These were probably vintage ones that I picked up somewhere, but I like to use them on the bottom. Another of Michelle's wonderful little tips that she used to do and still does on her journals, I believe, and I copied her. I couldn't help because it was so beautiful. So thank you so much for watching. If you want to reach me for any reason, you can send me a message here. You can reach me at my email address, which will be in the information below. You can also reach me through Instagram at alabasterflask7 or through my Etsy shop, Mary Not Martha. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to look at it. And do give me a follow if you are inclined to do so. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.